on the account, I have one more trade left. If I lose that trade, the account is gone. I have to buy another. I strongly believe there's no way you can tell me if you're learning trading and then you just watch this series and you did not learn anything. You are lying. You are lying, honestly. So
guys, welcome to another week recap of the 5k account. So today is Friday. Sorry, today is Saturday. Yes, the end of the week, and I have taken trades already, right? I've taken trades, but I did not make any face recording like this since Monday, and today is Saturday. Why? I am going to be very honest about that. The main reason why I did not do that was because of my psychology. Yes, this week my psychology was very much messed up, and I posted a video my last video I posted a video on how the losses has been affecting me, and also I've been trying to check what exactly is the problem, and I'll be explaining the problem. But before that, I took two trades this week. I took two trades. The first trade was I took Euro JPY and as well GBPUSD. So I really can't remember the days which I took it. When we go on to the review on the chart, I am going to show you that and tell you the exact dates and how where my account is standing on currently. So let me say something about the psychology so that we'll see. And I know that this week's recap is going to be very short because I did not make any recording. So I think let me go back inside. The noise here is very distracting. All right, so I was saying what I learned from my mistakes this week might probably help someone, and I think it might actually help someone. Just let me just go on to it. So what I learned throughout this week, the mistakes which I made it's a psychological mistake which I did, which I have, and it's something I've not fixed already because I have no experience. That is why I'm not going to beat up myself that much, because it's something normal. Yes, it's something normal, because there is no way I would have fixed it if I hadn't faced this mistake already. If I didn't make the mistake, there was no way I was going to learn or know that this is something that happens there. So the mistake or the psychological problem is that I did not put that mindset, or I had not grown to that mindset of knowing that I could have losses for a particular longer time, and apart from that, I could also not see opportunities on the chart for a longer period. So for the past 4 months of my data, right, I've seen that my data has been giving me very good setups, about 1 to 2 to 3 trades weekly. But then coming into this September, things just changed. I started the month with a good trade which passed the phase 1, and then the next trades were just bad trades, and those trades were not, most of them were not even part of my rules. I'm going to also show you my journal and you see that all of the trades were even bad trades, apart from the first one which I took which was a win. The rest was outside my plan, and I'll show you the reason why those trades were outside my plan. So the thing is that I thought, since my data past 4 months, my strategy data has been telling me I can get 1 to 2 trades weekly. That is why I've been taking trades since September, and when another week comes in, I try to look for another opportunity. I try to take trades, but then I was not getting opportunity. That was the mistake I did. I was just getting very bad trades that were not complete, and I was not supposed to take it. So as I took it first time, as I made a mistake, I thought, all right, it's fine, mistakes are normal. I came back the next week and still made another mistake, which is the current week we are in right now. I've still been making mistakes. So the thing is that what I've learned from this psychological problem now is that I am supposed to rewire my mind to understand that there will be a time where, yes, my data have shown me that I do get 1 to 2 trades weekly and about 7 to 8 trades monthly, but then there will be a time where I might just get 2 trades in a month, and it is something that I should have accepted, but I did not accept. I did not believe that it was possible, and that was why when I was not getting opportunities and when I was getting just bad trades, it affected my psychology, because it was not something I I should have fixed my mind to to do that. So if you're also let's say you're trading, you're seeing that your data or your data from your journal has been the same, you've been getting same thing consistently, just understand that there will be a time where it will not work the way it normally does, and you have to understand, you have to be patient. That is the only thing you have to do, and that is what I am telling myself to do right now, because I understand that what I'm supposed to do is to be patient. Because since now I don't get good opportunities, I just get bad opportunities, and I'm also on a losing streak. The only thing I'm supposed to do is to be patient and wait for when those good wins comes back, because I know they are going to come back. So that is what I've learned throughout this week, and that is what I've been trying to figure out. That is the reason I've been a little down this week, and that is the reason why I did not make recording, and I'm making recording today, Saturday. And then all I'm just going to give you is reviews of trade instead of showing you live how I took them. All right, so that is that about that. I've learned my lesson from this month. For as from next week now, since today is Saturday, in 2 days, Monday, another new trading session. As from next week, I am going to be more patient. I'll accept that it is possible that I would not even get any trade. Yes, I would understand that even the next week after this one, I could still not get any trade, and I could still get a trade and still lose. So it's normal. I just have to be patient until when things comes back normal, because that is why we have a system. That is why a strategy is important, because that strategy is there to make sure that you make money over time, over a huge amount of trades. So I'm just going to be patient. If you're also experiencing something right now like this, you just have to be patient. Let's just be patient, and then when the market comes back, it is going to pay us. So if you're just coming in, I would appreciate if you subscribe. Like, let's head on to the chart reviews.
All right, so without wasting any much time, let's just get on straight to the review. So first of all, I took a trade on GBPUSD. That was what I was confused about. So GBPUSD, then Euro JPY. So without trying to make the video too long, first of all, here I got my setup, which was perfect. It was perfect on this time frame right here. I noticed this impulse and then this correction, this very slow correction, which was very valid for me. And then going down to the 5 minutes time frame now. Going down to the 5 minutes time frame, this is where things started going south. Yeah, let me just do this right here. So here, this is the confirmation. We have this structure here coming. We have this structure here, and the mistake I made, if I had gotten this entry at my execution time, this push from this trend line coming back here, I would have taken the trade here. But what the mistake I did here was that price came back, tapped here, gave this move to the upside, which I consider valid, and it was not valid. Why is it not valid for me on my setup? It's not valid because this is the kind of structure I'm seeing from the beginning here. We have this very long push, this pullback, another long push, this pullback, and then this one was valid because it's almost as should I say 50% of the kind of impulses we are having here. And then if I had gotten this invalidation of this leg here, I would have taken it, but that was not my execution time. And then when I came out to the chart at my execution time, I got this impulse, which I now considered valid. So this was where my psychology has been messed. Yeah, has been messed, and then I took this trade as a valid trade, which it wasn't. So the best thing I would have done here was to wait for this push. If this push could have pushed at least somewhere here, to look at least like 50% of this kind of impulses we're having here, but it did not give that. So I later took my entry here, and then price immediately reversed. Immediately. When I say immediately, before I even placed the entry, price was somewhere here, so I placed the entry, even getting it at a better price. Price just kept pushing back until it hit me out. So that's it for this trade, right? That was a mistake. I'll also show you my journal. I'll show you my journal and how this month has been going and the reason why things has just been going sideways for me. Honestly, it went well on phase 1, and for phase 2 now things are just going sideways. So the next trade now, which is the last trade I took, so this trade I actually took it on Wednesday, and then the next trade, which was Euro JPY, I took it on Thursday. That was the next day. So going to our 30 minutes time frame, this was the setup. This one already, the bad thing, or what made this trade not valid, was already on the 30 minutes time frame, which was this. And trust me, when I came on this time frame, when I came on this chart, I saw this, I knew that this pullback was not valid for me. It was not valid. I knew that deep inside me. I was feeling it in my conscience, but I was still stubborn enough to still take the trade because I was too impatient. I've been waiting for trades for a long time. I just keep taking bad trades, and I just keep imagining some trades to be valid. So I am going to blame myself. I'm not going to say, hey, why is my system doing this? No, I'm not going to say that, because I know I am the one who is not following the system. I try to be very self-aware of myself. So this pullback, how I would have wanted it. Let me mark this out like this. We have this impulse. The impulse is beautiful, very perfect. And then we have this correction here. So if I mark out that correction line and I drag it out, we can see that we have this impulse, this correction. I wouldn't expand this chart too well like this. I will keep it this way. Yeah, this way. There's a reason why I do that. So we have this impulse, this correction. Why this correction is not valid? Because the direction, it's giving this kind of slope move to the downside, and is not too good for me to take. It's not something too good for me to take. I would really want the correction to be very slow, that it will be glided somewhere this way, in a way like this. If you notice, my valid setups are something like this. The corrections are very, very slanted like this. It looks like it gives a sign, or it gives this price action move that price is finding it very hard to reverse. So whatever price is doing there is just retracing for more people to keep entering. So that is what I'm doing. I'm trying to catch the next impulse. So it is just a trend trade. Impulse, this correction, we can see this kind of impulse correction, but there's something about this system that I make sure the pullback is very slow. And then we have this impulse, this correction, and then I take another impulse. So that is what I've not been doing well, or that is what I did not wait for to get on this Euro JPY. And then I went down to my 5 minutes, got some good confirmations, but the setup already on the 30 minutes time frame was not valid, and I was targeting a 1 to 5 risk to reward, and it ended up stopping me out as well. It reversed. It didn't even go 1 to 1 or anything. It ended up stopping me out, and then I had to journal that I was the one who made the mistake. So lastly, now let me take you to my journal. I think this is the first time I'll be bringing you to my journal. I've just been showing screenshots, but I've not been showing how the journal is. I journal on my Excel sheets. This is January. Let's go to September. So this is it. These are the trades. So this is this week, 17th and 18th. So this is Wednesday, this is Thursday. GBPUSD, Euro, JPY. So this is how I just journal everything. You can see that, and then I keep my images with the trading view link. I can just click and to show me. So I am bringing you to my journal so I can explain to you exactly what I've been doing wrong, why I've been getting this amount of losses, and why my psychology is messed up. So when we came into this month of September, I started with a good trade, which that was the trade that passed my phase 1, which was this NAS 100 trade. This is the first trade on the 3rd of September. We can see it was a 4 risk to reward. I journaled everything. And then coming to the next trade, which was euro card, notice something here. Whenever I have errors in my system, whenever I take a trade that is outside my plan, I will always have to add yes here, so that I make sure when I come back, I will know whether I made a mistake or not. So on that euro card, I made a mistake. And what was that mistake? I put my remark here: wrong trend line markup on entry time frame. This is not, let me arrange this. Entry, yeah, time frame. So I did not mark out that, if I remember well, I did not mark out that trend line too well. That was why. Let's see if we can see that here. Yes, here I could remember explaining this in one of my videos. So the trend line markup should have been from this point to this point, dragging out like this, but I marked it out from this point, which was invalid, and then I took a trade after some confirmations here. So this trade was not even supposed to be taken. Same thing with the next trade. Next trade, we have an error. Yes, confirmation leg did not tap on trend line. Let's check that out. This is my exit image. Let's see. Yes, confirmation leg did not tap on trend line. So we have this first tap, second tap, third tap, and then this was the confirmation leg. I'm not really going to explain that for my system. I was expecting it was supposed to actually tap here. It was supposed to tap here, but the way I quickly mark up my trend line when I was making this analysis, I just dragged it out and I saw that the trend line tapped it, but I did not mark the trend line too well to make sure that this was a valid tap. And then I took confirmation, and then price did this and failed me as well. Next was okay. Next is now the remaining trades which I've just explained. I also have these screenshots here, which was this GBPUSD. I've explained why this was a mistake. This pullback was not valid. And as well, lastly, the euro GPY, which the 30 minutes setup retracement not glided enough. So these 4 trades alone were not supposed to be taken. And what is happening this September, right, is that what is happening this September is that I am experiencing something new in my system, which is I'm supposed to wait longer before I get an opportunity. I have something that I'm cooking. Let me rush this thing. So I am supposed to wait longer because the market this month is not giving me the opportunity I need. So since from this first trade, I am not supposed to take any trade. So this is what's today's date? This is the 21st of September. Yeah, 21st of September. You have like 9 more days till the month is gone. So I am supposed to have taken just 1 trade, and my system by this time I must have taken at least 4 trades. So I expected I should be getting trades. That was why I've been taking this kind of bad setup. So this is something new for me. I am being very honest, very plain here. This is something new for me, and I haven't experienced it before. I haven't waited this long to get an opportunity. So I was supposed to wait and not take all these 4 trades, which I have taken all the profits which I have even gotten from the first trade, if not because it was a phase 1 that it passed for me. So you see that mistake, I'm going to say that this mistake which I've been making is my fault, and I really have to fix it. I really have to understand that I have to be more patient. I have to wait more, even if it means waiting a whole month. I have to understand that my system can actually do that. So I have not experienced that my system have done that right now, which since I have experienced it, I can go into another month knowing that I can wait 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 1 month without a trade, and then I should be fine with it. So that is what I've learned here, and I'm going to take the loss. If my next trade I lose that next trade and my account goes, that will be fine. I will accept that. That will be fine. At least I have learned and understood that my system demands me to wait sometimes longer. Now I know something about my system. So no matter what, I don't see myself failing. You get? I don't see myself failing. I don't see that. I have learned something, and next time I am going to do better. So on the account, I have 1 more trade left. If I lose that trade, the account is gone. I have to buy another and start from phase 1. So that is it for this week. I strongly believe there's no way you can tell me if you're learning trading and then you just watch this series and you did not learn anything. You are lying. You are lying, honestly. So that is it. I'll be putting the P&L right now on the screen for you to see. One more trade. I'm risking 2% on the account. One more trade and the account is gone. That is it. I will catch you in another video.